to make a statement. I asked them if they would like to make a statement. This is what they had to say. We are a news rather than an opinion site. But I was surprised that they were still going ahead with all the other major events happening, decided against it. But I don't know the situation in Texas. I also feel that they will have a problem getting Japanese guests to come over, which I agree. Especially, isn't there a travel ban right now? Like, you really can't come over to the U.S.? Then they put a ban like, hey, you really can't come over here. What's up, Dee Hector? I'm here to help if you need it. Thank you. So what we're talking about right now is Anime Matsuri. So Anime Matsuri has decided that as of today, as of Cinco de Mayo, Anime Matsuri has not canceled their convention. Now we're going to go ahead and go on their site. We're going to go on their main Facebook page and see what they have to say. Anime Matsuri is a Houston-based convention at the George R. Brown Convention Center, which used to happen around Easter weekend, but now happens at a much later time. They did announce, thank you to all the frontline healthcare workers, models, Visic, anime staff position. Oh. It's just a picture. Oh, okay. So they did announce a Japanese Koho Shibuya to Anime Matsuri 2020. She will cosplay, host a panel, meet fans, sign autographs, and be the host of Anime Matsuri's Hentai Fest 2020. She will also have a booth in the Kabuki Chio 18 plus area in Exhibit Hall E, where you can buy her official merchandise. So for those of you willing to go to the Anime Matsuri and risk getting sick with the virus, well, then go ahead and go pay for merchandise for a person that I've never even heard of. Maybe you've heard of her. I've never heard of her. And to update, they seems to be they do have the voice actor of Goku from Dragon Ball Z in Mexico still coming. He announced, but this was April 13th, so that's kind of an old video. So they don't have that many updates. All we know for sure from Anime Matsuri is that they are still going through with their event. Yes, I think there's still a travel ban in place. I believe so too. I believe that the travel ban is still going, but it's pretty like I really yeah, I think so. I think they did. Anime Matsuri is like known for like reaching the bottom of the barrel when it comes to guests. And I'm not saying the voice actor of Goku is a bottom of the barrel, my accent, of the barrel kind of guest. He's a big guest. He's the voice actor of Goku in Mexico, or at least the Spanish version. Like, I don't know if they listen to the Spanish version in other countries, like the Mexican version, but like Dragon Ball Z is a big deal in Mexico. It is a huge deal. And this guy is like a big deal over there. Not so much here. So it doesn't make sense as to why they're bringing him in. I guess because this is Texas and we have a lot of Spanish speakers. And we have a lot of Latina people that grew up with Dragon Ball Z in Spanish. It is more iconic in Spanish for a lot of us that grew up with Dragon Ball Z. So I guess it does kind of make sense, but at the same time, it really doesn't, because you're like, this guy, he's been to the Dragon Ball Z convention here in Texas, and that makes more sense. So it is one of those things to where, before we continue to talk about Anime Matsuri, I promised Didi that I would explain this. So they had some questions. There were some questions a lot of people didn't know, but for those of you that don't know, Mortal Kombat 11 just announced new DLC that's going to further the storyline. So they just released a teaser video where Fire Lord Liu Kang, or the Fire God Liu Kang, is creating a new universe with the help of Raiden, and then he's interrupted by three figures. One of them was Raiden called Shao Kahn. So, and there's like, stop Liu Kang or you'll destroy the very fabric of the universe. So a lot of people are confused as to how Liu Kang became a god. Spoiler alert. I'm sorry if I'm spoiling this for you. So when you play the game, there is a time god that messes with the timeline. So Jax, Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade, all like come from the past to the present. So you have future Johnny Cage meeting past Johnny Cage. Sonya Blade doesn't meet herself because something happens. So if you haven't played the game, not gonna spoil it. Something happens, but like the corrupted Raiden is like erased, and I don't know. They never explained it. They like never explained in the game. Hey, what's up, Jose? So the Liu Kang that shows up is from the past before he was murdered by Raiden in the current timeline. So there's the original Mortal Kombat storyline. Then it got rebooted with Mortal Kombat 9, where they changed the timeline, and now they're combining both timelines. So this Liu Kang is from a different timeline, who has now become a fire god or some bullshit. I don't know. So to explain it to you, this isn't the zombie Liu Kang. This is another Liu Kang. So I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do with this Mortal Kombat DLC. I'm kind of pissed that they're like putting it behind DLC though. Like, I gotta pay money. I already bought the game. Why do I have to pay even more to get the full canon story of the game? That doesn't make any sense, but whatever. I'll just watch somebody play it. That's what I did with Mortal Kombat anyway. I didn't actually buy the game. I had Mortal Kombat XL, but I didn't buy 11. So, because Raiden was a B yacht. I still need to play Mortal Kombat X. Got it just barely to play it. Okay. So yeah, so to explain, Didi, that Mortal Kombat, that Liu Kang is from a different timeline. So in Mortal Kombat 11, they have a lot of time travel. Well, they don't have a lot of time travel. There's time, like, the people from the past travel to the future and it fucks with the timeline. So, and it's kind of like Dragon Ball Z with Trunks, essentially, where it creates an alternate timeline. So that's pretty much like, because the god of time is upset at Raiden for corrupting the timeline, the original timeline for Mortal Kombat 9. Not only that is she upset at Raiden for messing up the timeline, but he like decapitates her son. What was the name of the villain from Mortal Kombat 10? I forget. I'm not that huge of a Mortal Kombat fan, but he's the main boss that you fight in Mortal Kombat 10. He not only like beats him, but he decapitates him, and then he hands his head up like a trophy, threatening the other god. So she gets pissed. It's a really good story. It's really cool. I would try it. I would definitely play it, or watch it at least. Watch it. It's kind of like a movie. But with Anime Matsuri is still gonna go. And the reason why we don't talk more about it, because I don't want to get into legal issues with Matsuri. They're already like threatening to sue other people. They already sent other groups cease and desist letters. It's something that yeah, there you go. Shinnok. Shinnok is his name. Shinnok, yes, he cannot die though. He is a god. Therefore he's immortal, but Raiden like puts his head up like a damn trophy. Like, oh yes, like, he will look nice on my wall on this plaque like a deer head. So it's just crazy. I gotta watch it again, but it is Shinnok. I remember that now. Thank you for reminding me, by the way. With Anime Matsuri still going on, it seems like a lot of people are excited for this. I am very weary. There are those that are excited that a lot of businesses are opening back up, that the beaches are opening back up. I saw a lot of videos this weekend for Galveston, and it was packed. It was packed out the ass. I mean, it's not something that, like, I know a lot of people that went to the beach, that went to a beach, and I really don't think that's a smart idea. I really don't. I understand that you're home. You guys want to go out and have fun. You want to live your lives. You don't want to be in quarantine anymore. But at the same time, this is a real deal. This is a big threat, and this is hurting a lot of people. It's affecting a lot of our lives. You think I actually want to be at home, stuck, not working, broke as shit? No, I really don't. But it's something that we have to think about. Like, there are a lot of people like, oh, I need to go back to work. I need to feed my family. There are a lot of people, well, my business is going to go out of business. Yes, there are those people that are going to suffer a lot. And believe it or not, and I hate to get political, but the stimulus check was something that was made to help us when they assumed this was only going to last for like 14 days. They thought this was only going to last for 14 days or, no more than a month. And, this started in March. We're now in May. And I don't think it's going to, I think we're going to have, I truly believe we're going to have a second wave. You're working at the mall. Jesus Christ, be careful. Be careful. Wear a mask. Don't. I miss work. Where's Saki Kitty? Today is not one of our normal podcasts. This is kind of just like an impromptu last minute podcast because it's Cinco de Mayo. Hoy es Cinco de Mayo. Entonces, voy a hablar en español un poquito, también voy a hablar en inglés. So, estamos hablando el videojuego Mortal Kombat, donde Liu Kang se cree Dios en está chingadera de huevo, está haciendo todas chingaderas en le dice Rin que se va a la verga. No, but yeah, this was kind of like last minute. This is something I decided to do because I wasn't feeling good. I'm still kind of sick. I wasn't feeling good Sunday night, and I wasn't feeling good yesterday. But I'm doing better. Matsuri is by far the dumbest thing I'm going to do this year, but it's essential, and I'm dying for a break. Man, I don't want you to go, dude, but like honestly, that's your decision. I honestly, if things aren't better if things get worse by the end of this month, I do not believe Anime Matsuri is going to happen. And the reason why I say, like, I can badmouth Matsuri all day, and I wouldn't give two shits, but like Delta H-Con is like, isn't that like the week after Anime Matsuri? And that's kind of like not only are you competing against this other anime con, which people are dumb enough to go to and spend hundreds of dollars on bullshit that they're just going to keep in boxes anyway. Like, first off, the economy is not where it needs. The economy is not in a good spot to where people just go and spend money. And you want people to go and spend money like $80 on a badge, on a 3-day badge. I honestly do not see Anime Matsuri happening. I can see them canceling at the last minute and then trying to convince everybody to move their badges over to the next year. And I can see them doing that with all their guests. Like, well, since, we canceled, you're contracted to come, so next year we'll have you, and then yada, yada, yada. They're going to, like, push so people can keep their badges. Like, oh, well, if the con happens and you don't show up, then you don't get a refund. I don't know if that's true. This is speculation. So if anybody from the Anime Matsuri happens to hear this, why don't you send me a statement at geeks5ever@gmail.com. I will do a retraction. However, I am speculating that I believe the con is full of shit and they're gonna cancel at the last minute if things don't get better. I can totally see a lot of people at the convention getting sick. Y'all really, I mean, honestly, and be honest with me, Jose. Be honest with me. Do you truly believe that a bunch of cosplayers who already have trouble bathing and putting on deodorant are really going to practice social distancing and washing their hands and trying to stay germ-free? That's not going to happen. That it's going to be a cesspool of disease and people are going to get sick. It's going to be like the Renaissance where a lot of people got sick. And when you got sick from the Renaissance, it felt like you were going to die. I got sick from the Renaissance. I caught some kind of stupid flu and I was bedridden for days, man. It was horrible. I still had to go to work and I was dying at work. I was so miserable. I could totally see that happening with Matsuri. I'll retcon at the con. Thank you. Thank you. That would actually be really nice. I'll do one. You know what we're going to do? If Anime Matsuri happens, if Anime Matsuri does go on, I will do an Anime Matsuri Convention 2020 roast Sunday night as a special for everybody. I will roast the con. So why don't you do me a favor? It happens. If it does happen and you do go, take lots and lots of pictures, videos, whatever. and just send it to me, and boy, I will roast the shit out of that con. like money is on the line. Day Zero Anime Matsuri was bad, and people sweat in the building. It was bad. Ugh. And that's the thing I don't understand. Like, why does it smell like Sunday morning, Friday afternoon? Like, it smells awful. And when I say Sunday morning, I mean when people have worn the same cosplay the whole weekend and they haven't bathed because they don't have a hotel room. No, there will be no. Nope. There will be little to no social distancing. People are wanting to hug, glomp, be creepy. Where's my hug at person? Yeah, I could totally see all of that happening. Hey, where's my hug? Yeah, the mouth breathers. But honestly, I don't want anyone to go, and I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go to Anime Matsuri. And like with Delta H-Con, that is up in the air with us. I'm going to be honest with everybody. That is something that I am strongly considering and not considering going to. Like, if I were to submit a panel, I would probably just do like 3 panels and then call it a day for the whole weekend. I would like to submit karaoke. I would like to do terrible fan fiction, but we will see what happens. I'm definitely not getting a room. All right, thank you, Mitchie. Thank you. I just need to see, like, I want to show people what it's like at the con, because the con will get photographers that you've seen those videos where they like make the food all pretty and like color it or add stuff to it to make it look better. That's what the cons will do. They'll get like a bunch of people in a circle and then like, everybody make it look like the con is crowded, yay! And then they'll make it look like, look, Anime Matsuri's packed, come join us, come spit. It's kind of like that episode of SpongeBob where they made the SpongeBob, the Krabby Patty. They made the Krusty Krab commercial. The Krusty Krab can spend your money here. That's Anime Matsuri in a sense, essentially. Anime Matsuri, come spend your money here. If I could make a meme of John with his hands just like, so I heard you got them. So did you get your stimulus check yet? But I would get into so much deep shit. Actually, I wonder if somebody... No, I do not condone that. Nobody send me a picture. Wink, wink. Click, click. Don't send me a picture. Don't send me a picture of John. Please. My inbox to Geeks Fiber. Geeks Fiber does not condone making a meme of John saying, did you get your stimulus check? Just like the Joe Osteen one. I guess if they can get away with that with him, I guess I could get away with it. Yeah, but then they'll find out that I came up with the idea, and then they'll send me a cease and desist letter. But if I don't make it and somebody else you know what? We'll talk about more about this later. Yeah. Yes. For Delta H-Con, depending how things are by then, I don't see Delta H-Con. I could see. So they had a statement. I'm going to see if I can find it. People were talking about this earlier about Delta H-Con, like it's just as bad as Anime Matsuri. I don't want to talk bad about Delta H-Con because I really like that convention, but it's really bad that they are also trying to go on, and plus they're a smaller con. It's not like they don't have as many options as Matsuri. People keep throwing money at Matsuri for no apparent reason whatsoever. Oh no, there's a guy with Jesus Christ, there's a guy who has the Japanese murder hornet and he's going to make it sting him. Oh, that thing is huge. Oh, it's stupid shit. What if people are so damn dumb? Look, I like the crocodile hunter. He was cool and everything. But, like, what kind of shit is, like, crikey, it's a tiger, one of the most dangerous animals on the planet. One swipe of its claws and I'm a goner. Let's go poke it with a stick. Look at J-Pop Project. People are legit roasting them with comments. Yeah, we talked about them earlier today. Let me see. Let's go ahead and look them up. By the way, I would keep an eye out for those Japanese hornets. Oh, yeah. So we talked about them earlier, but we're going to address some comments. Houston Police Department. ConvidCon? COVIDCon, not COVID, COVIDCon. Any bets on if they'll be forcibly shut down? Question mark. Woohoo, can't wait to go. It's an idiot. Y'all really think that Mayor Turner is going to allow this convention to go on in his city as he extends the stay-at-home orders? Y'all have a death wish. Let's get more comments. These aren't that funny. Wildly irresponsible. After the concierge's very well documented past, no one should be going to this convention. I won't get into that much detail, but the Lolita scandal is only part of what this guy's literally getting away with, as the city of Houston pretty much has turned a blind eye to all of his near criminal dealings. If you want to sample what they do, here's a Houston Press article that explains more. Oh, wow. First time going, hoping this virus pandemic will be over by the time this comes up. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of dumb fucking people. At least there may be a con for you guys. Jesus Christ. Did they say something new? I can't see any messages from the chairman other than one in March. Somebody asked if they support him. Somebody said trash. If you're coming from Japan, you'll need to do a 14-day quarantine first in Texas, then another 14 quarantine day back in Japan. Not worth it. Yeah, that's even if you're allowed to travel. I don't think they were allowing people to travel. Stupid coronavirus likes this. Most of the summer's Japanese culture and events have already been canceled. Oh, okay, I think I know. So it's no secret that Anime Matsuri thinks that they're bigger than San Diego Comic-Con, that they're bigger than Anime Expo. Anime Matsuri is not even a good convention. What's up, 17? They're a shitty con. They're a crappy convention. They're poorly managed. Nothing is on time. They don't even give away free badges for the people that run multiple panels. They don't even allow you to run multiple panels. There are people out there that are really willing to run a lot of good, entertaining panels for them. They're like, no, we're going to limit you to like 2. And then we're going to approve the ones that are like, that make no sense. Like Ask a Cosplayer. I really don't like the Ask a Cosplayer panels, because a lot of the people that go to those, they only like, well, if you're this character, then who would you hook up with in the anime? They really care. Like, they always ask them like the most inappropriate sexual questions of all time. So it's really stupid. But we do have one. Hear me out. Best case scenario. Everyone follows the rules. People are actively social distancing. There's a gap between everyone at the food trucks. The dealer's room is actually full. How is that the best case scenario? The best case scenario is that this shit gets shut down. Because I guarantee you, none of that shit's going to happen. People are going to be running up to each other, hugging each other, wrestling, glomping each other, breathing all over each other, sneezing on each other, coughing on each other. There are a lot of people at these cons that we know, especially at the Sleeping Samurai groups. That one dude who's in prison, whose name I'm not going to say, he was going to be interviewed on our podcast years ago, but we kicked him to the curb because he wanted to use this as a way to make himself look innocent. I wasn't about that shit. I wasn't about to sacrifice our damn it, journalistic integrity. Because like, if we do journalistic writings or interviews or stuff like that, we like to be straight to the point. We like to ask you questions, get your side of the story. We don't pick sides. I saw people were saying, I'm hyped for Delta thing. I hope the little ones stay home. Last thing I want is for a girl to cry at my singing during the Geeks ever karaoke. That was not karaoke, sir. That was the idol competition. And that was not a little girl. That was a full grown ass woman. And she was crying because she doesn't like cussing. In which I should have probably stopped you. That was all my fault, because I did say it was a family friendly competition and I didn't say anything to you because you're my friend. But, for karaoke is adults only. No one should give a shit. There are no rules as far as that goes for that. So, I mean, it's fair game. Okay, with 30 minutes coming up, I just wanted to talk about Anime Matsuri a bit. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone. Todos que vinieron a ver el video de Geeks, a ver el live stream. Ya vamos a acabar el video. Porque nomás iba a hacer esto por media hora. Pero le quiero decir a todos que están escuchando, que hablan español, que vamos a hacer un canal, videos, para Geeks Fiverr en español. Tengo dos, tengo dos amigos que me van a ayudar. Y vamos a hablar de todo, de Dragon Ball Z, Avengers, anime, comics, cual sea, películas, videojuegos, todo eso. Vamos a hablar de todo eso, van a ser todo en español, para la gente que habla en español. Y para la gente en México que escuchan, que le gustan todo eso como anime, como cual sea. Porque Dragon Ball Z en México es una grande, es grande, es muy como, es como una religión. All right, so I did some of that in Spanish. I apologize, but we are starting a Geeks Five Ever podcast in Spanish. So for those of you that do speak Spanish, man, it's gonna be awesome. And I do have a few friends that are gonna help me out. They're gonna help jumpstart it. It's not gonna happen right away. We have a lot of things to work through. This was a last minute impromptu podcast that I decided to do. That's why Saki Kitty's not here. Saki Kitty will be back tomorrow, hopefully with another cosplay guest. I will announce tomorrow who that is because I gotta go through my messages to figure out who agreed to do it because I've been sick the last few days. All right, guys, I'm King Mexico. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Tienen un feliz 5 de Mayo. Y le digo aquí que este video, aquí estamos con Telemundo, Univision. No, but happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone. Be safe. If you're out, wear a mask. Please wear a mask. Don't get sick. And if you're gonna go to MATSURI, we'll do a few more videos on MATSURI if they make any more announcements. They're so fucking stupid. But all right, guys.